Hi, this is Francisco Bujan from vitalcoaching.com, and we are talking about dating skills for women. The question I'm going to answer now is how to get a guy to fall in love with you. You might be smiling right now, right? Okay, we are not going to talk about voodoo or spells here. To tell you the truth, I don't have much experience with that, and I'm not even sure if it's something that works or doesn't work. I get the feeling that it might have an impact, but anyway, it's out of my range and out of my knowledge, so we won't engage into it. The second thing I want to say, which is very important, is that we live in a world of free will, right? And when you say how to get a guy to fall in love with me, well, you have to accept free will somehow. It means that if it's really not in the destiny line of that guy, to be with you, he will obviously take another course and follow up on his line. Sometimes you can influence somebody to do things that he would not like to do otherwise, but most of the times it means trouble for all the people involved. So this idea of free will is very important, because imagine that somebody could come into your life and kind of force you to do things that you don't want to do, really. Kind of overpower you, take over your mind, things like that. This is not really nice, right? It's a bit scary stuff. So basically, when we talk about getting a guy to fall in love with you, we are going to simply look at it from a very honest point of view, and more from a dating skills point of view. Really, what can you do to stimulate really the attraction, the radiance, and your seduction skills, and make sure that if a guy is really in the line of being part of your life, or possibly being part of your life, you want to remove anything which are turn-offs, you want to remove anything which would send him away, right? And enhance and develop the good parts and the good aspects, the really positive, attractive sides of that you have to offer. So we will first look at turn-offs, big turn-offs. The big one that comes first to mind is really being demanding, being pushy, these kind of things. When you feel like what you're expressing is really something which forces or pushes or demands, for instance, if you ask a guy out and he doesn't respond, and then you keep on insisting, over a period of a week, texting him, emailing him, or trying to ask him out over and over again, this obviously is going to turn him off very much. I mean, that's one of the big mistakes not to do. If you open the door, you open it once or maybe twice, you send him a message one time, or you make sure that he understands that you are flirty and open to have a date one time with him. You can do that. You can take the initiative. Now, if he doesn't respond, you have to step back and give him space and time to eventually build up on the idea that it would be nice to date you. You must not go ahead and keep on insisting until he says yes, or until he gets really irritated or upset with your presence. So being pushy, demanding, or insisting is really a big turn-off. You have to remember that, right? The second big turn-off is being self-absorbed. For instance, if you don't dare to express your happiness or radiance, or if you have absolutely nothing to offer, that's of course a big turn-off. A guy wants to connect with a source of energy, with a source of power, a source of love, and a source of happiness. Basically, when you go into the dating world, any person, whether it's men or women, want to have fun. They want to be excited. They want to have a good time. So that's what you have to offer first. If you are self-absorbed or with lots of problems at home and things that you don't know how to deal with or solve, then this is what you are going to radiate. And most of the times it will be a turn-off, because guys actually want to go out there and have a good time with you. And that's one of the very important elements. You have to show yourself in a good light, and also show that you have something nice and exciting to offer and to share to a person. Now let's look at big turn-ons really for in the dating scene. The first one is really your energy, what you radiate, your level of happiness. If you are a shiny girl, if this is what you express, most of the times it will be a magnetic tool to attract guys. And you will notice that as soon as you behave and you act and you are a happy person, many guys respond instantly to that. When you ask guys, actually, that's probably one of the #1 elements they mention when they talk about how they fell in love in their past, how they fell in love with a girlfriend. It's because she was expressing something which was really nice, flirty, attractive, and really very, you know, very smiley, and she looked free. She looked very happy. That's what they say most of the times. So if you are not there yet, if you feel like your level of happiness is at maybe 50, 60%, not really the full dimension of what you could offer, then take steps to really develop that part, and you will notice that it will straight away impact in the way you behave in the dating world, and in the way guys are attracted to you, and in the way they respond to you. Okay? The next big turn on, and this, don't smile, but it's the truth. I mean, it's daring to be sexy, really. If you hide yourself, if you hide your body, if you keep yourself within a comfort zone with very comfortable clothing, I mean, which feel really nice and cozy in the winter, etc. I mean, this might be very nice, but you have to show this other side of you, this other side which is really flirty and playful and sexy. And that's a part which, of course, guys are going to respond to that. And there is nothing cheap about expressing it. Now, there is a very big difference between being vulgar and being sexy, right? That's two very different things. If you express your sexiness, it means that you simply put yourself in a good light. You express a part of your being which is really this kind of radiance, and which will seduce guys, which will really attract them. So dare to be sexy. How do you dare to be sexy? Well, if you check in what you are going to wear an evening before going out, you check in your clothes, and simply dare to wear something which is a bit more exciting, you know, stretching a little bit your comfort zone. That's the idea. And if you go shopping next time, choose for something which is rather a bit more sexy than simply only comfortable. Okay, that's the next big advice. And another one which has to do with your energy and health, literally. I mean, if you feel like you are not really healthy in terms of lifestyle, in terms of what you eat, or in terms of you know, for instance, weight issues or something like that. If you feel like you're not happy about your body and your health, for instance, and your energy level, then do something about it. There are ways really to develop that and express it. And the moment you put you know, these qualities first into your life, then guys are going to respond to that as well. Obviously, they will respond to you if you feel healthy, if you feel like your level of energy is high rather than really, you know, low and tend to be depressed. Of course, I mean, all this, as you can imagine, it is almost, or most of it is very obvious, right? That's what you have to remember. It is that developing your dating skills and expressing your natural seductive power and seductive instinct is something that comes very naturally, but you have to put energy into it. It's not by thinking about it one day and then forgetting about it for a whole month that you will do something. Imagine that every day you can take steps to develop your flirting body, your dating body, and you will notice that within a period of a month you can radically shift the way you stand in the dating world and in the dating life. Okay, these are very simple tips, very simple strategies. Remember about these turn-offs. You want to get away from anything which is expressing problems or trouble or difficulties. A date is not a therapy session. It's not a place where you're going to arrive to share your problems, talk about work, or talk about politics. You want to have fun, right? That's what you want to remember. And then dare to express the sexiness, happiness, radiance, and you will notice that guys respond to that straight away. Okay? Hope this makes sense. There are more advices on vitalcoaching.com, so go ahead and visit. If you are on another site watching this video, visit vitalcoaching.com again. Otherwise, follow up on the site and check lots of resources. There is the forum, there are ebooks, there are MP3 audios, lots of resources on this topic. Take care for now and have a great day. Bye bye.